TGIF. So, to finish up the 7 ways to discipline your dog from that article that was online, that was taken from the book, How to Raise a Puppy You Can Live With. If you didn't see the video that I posted about this on Wednesday, you want to go back to that because this is about how you just can't trust everything that you read on the internet and things that are cited from books. Okay? So here we go. We're going to pick back up with number 4. Number 4 says isolation. Say no and then ignore your puppy. Pups are very social, and they won't like it if you aren't paying attention to them. This is more false than true, and I'll tell you why. If you say no and then you ignore them, you've already validated the negative thing that they did. So whether they're jumping on you or keep slapping you with their paw, when you validate them, when you acknowledge what they did by saying no, then you're contradicting yourself when you ignore your pup or dog. So just simply ignore them. Get up, walk away, turn your back, and what happens is, sooner or later, your pup is going to realize that it's not getting them anywhere. Nothing bad, nothing good. Because to dogs, sometimes just like little kids, bad attention is better than no attention. So ignore them completely. Don't say no. Number 5, time out. Put the puppy outside for a few minutes and then try the same situation again. Or you can stop playing or interacting with the puppy for a few minutes if you were part of the situation. What in the hairy cheese and crackers are they talking about? Okay, look, timeout works for human children because humans can sit in the naughty chair or the corner or their room and they can contemplate what they did to land themselves in that predicament. They can think of a way to apologize and how to say that it's not going to happen again. Dogs don't think like that. It's just silly. And if you stick us outside or you stick us in a crate, all we think is that you needed to be away from us for some reason. Not necessarily that it was because of us or anything that we did. And you really don't want to use a crate, but a lot of people do use a crate for a timeout. That's wrong. A crate is not a jail. A crate is a safe place and a good place. So don't use a crate for punishment. Don't punish your dog. Okay, I'm reading this verbatim here for number 6. Makes no sense to me. Squirt bottles. Say off or no and squirt your dog at the same time. Water guns make this fun for you. Unfortunately, many dogs and cats find this a fun game as well. Rutherford and Neal, whoever that is, suggest using vinegar, then 1 part vinegar to 6 parts water. What? So first you use straight vinegar, and then you use 1 part vinegar to 6 parts water. That makes no sense right there. You can burn your dog's eyes if you use straight vinegar. I don't know who Rutherford and Neal are. And just ignore all of that. Okay, sometimes squirt bottles work, but most dogs end up liking it. So just can that. Okay, bag that whole idea. Number 7, the sit command. Right after saying no, say sit. This gives a dog something else to do other than the bad thing. I've also found it effective just to say sit. Usually when they sit, they can no longer do whatever it is you didn't like. Yeah, well, my mom says that you're best off having a couple of things, but rather than saying the no or whatever, to call your dog to you, to have him sit, to have him lie down, to have him shake paws, to have them do several things until you can finally tell them they're a good dog so they don't say, okay, like say if you do it their way. If your dog's chewing on the rug and you say, no, sit. And then you tell them, good sit, because you want to validate the thing that they did that you asked them to do. And then the dog's like, well, okay, so what got the good sit? I chewed on the rug, and then they told me to sit. And yeah, if your dog's doing something wrong, call them over to you and have them do a bunch of stuff. And then tell them how cool they are. All right? Now, this article, again, was taken from humansfordogs.com. And one of my mom's clients had forwarded it to her because her husband thinks that my mom doesn't discipline dogs in class properly. Actually, my mom doesn't discipline dogs. And so this is what he wanted her to do. And this is what she said to my mom. Like, I guess they're trying to train my mom to be a better trainer. And my mom kind of laughs at it because, like, she's laughing at it with you. And they don't check out my page. So, oh well. And if they do check it out, well, then they can see how bogus she thought it was. But this person who wrote the article, check this out. So this article, they don't have a byline, so I don't really know like who wrote it, whether it was male or female or whatever, but they end after the 7 points. They say, my dad used to swat our puppy with an empty plastic milk jug or a rolled up newspaper. It was probably the distraction that worked and not being hit. Oh, no poop, Sherlock. I mean, where'd you get your first clue? Are people this stupid? This is what's online. This is why my mom says don't trust stuff you read online, okay? This is supposed to be a behavioral featured training article. Very, very dangerous, very, very stupid. Swatting a puppy with an empty milk jug or a newspaper or anything else is how you create a hand-shy dog. It's how you can create a dog that likes to bite people or pee on the floor or duck and run. That's not how you raise a puppy. It's not how you raise a child. Instead, when your puppy messes up, grab that empty plastic milk jug or that rolled up newspaper and slap yourself upside the head for not training your puppy. Unbelievable. So now you know how not to train your dog, and just remember that, this kind of stuff, this is what's online. Okay, some of the stuff is good, some of the stuff is scary, but a lot of it is really unnecessary. Just train your dogs, train them while they're young, and if you find a trainer who advocates this kind of caca, run fast, and bring your dog with you. Okay, have a great weekend. See you Monday.